Hi guys, so today I am planning on showing you the one card combo for the Orcust Bystial deck that I previewed last Saturday. Uh, because this is going to be most likely a short combo, depending on if I have time, I'll also add in another one card or potentially two card combo, because there's two cards in this deck that do essentially the same thing, but if you have a two card combo with it, it changes a bit. So to begin, uh, draw. You've got the one card combo is with either Armageddon Knight or Gearsu the Orcust Mech Knight, who will come up a bit later, and I'll show you him whenever he does. So you normal Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight's effect on summon will allow you to send any dark monster from your deck to the grave, and you're going to want to send Orcust Harpcore. So now, what you're going to want to do is activate your Orcust Harpcore effect in grave. It will banish itself to special an Orcust from your deck. The Orcust you want to summon off of Harpcore here is Gearsu. And the reason you want to summon Gearsu is because you haven't used his effect yet. So then you can use his effect on summon to send Orcust Nightmare to grave. Now, if you start with Gearsu, you'll be sending Harpcore to the grave instead, so you'll special summon the Nightmare instead. It's all essentially the same thing. It just ends up with an Armageddon Knight, which is fine because he puts a token on board if he's the only other monster you control on board. So it's all good. Next, you can link these two off for your Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. And then, after that, you're going to want to activate your Orcust Nightmare effect engrave, targeting Galatea to boost her attack by the level, and send a Orcust or World Legacy card to grave. And what I typically send is World Legacy World Wand, because then you can activate your World Wand in grave, banishing itself to special one of your banished Orcusts. So I like to special Nightmare purely because he has more defense than Harpcore. Next, you can activate Galatea's effect to shuffle back your World Wand to... Typically, I will set Babel, but if you draw Babel, there is another card you can set that's just as good called Orcust Crescendo. So set Babel, shuffle back the World Wand, and then... So the interesting thing about this deck is that you can Xyz summon Dingirsu on top of your Orcust links. So you can use Galatea to summon Dingirsu, and Dingirsu has two effects on summon. So during your turn, you'll want to, well, most of the time, during turn 1, you'll want to activate Dingirsu to attach a banished machine monster to him as material, and then you can attach your Harpcore. And then you just want to... This will be set, so you want to activate this, and then use these two to link off into IP Masquerena. So the end board doesn't look like much. It looks like Orcust Babel and IP Masquerena. However, Orcust Babel makes all of your Orcust monsters' effects quick effects while they're in grave, and your link monsters' effects on field become quick effects as well. So you now have Harpcore to special plus Nightmare to boost attack, and both will send. So, and you also have your IP Masquerena quick link summon. So what I typically like to do is I will activate Harpcore, banish itself to special, It will special summon Gearsu. Wherever it is. Jeez, I cannot find this guy. I cannot find a Gearsu for the life of me. Where are they? So he specials Gearsu from deck. And then Gearsu's effect on summon will allow you to send Symbol Skeleton. Which is important that you send the Symbol Skeleton. And then, after that, you can then use IP plus Gearsu. If you want, it doesn't have to be in this order. It can be in whatever order you want and you think is the best. To summon out either Long Gearsu, which is very good if you have the trap, or SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight's effect then will go off because you used a Link monster for its summon. It can target one card and banish it. And it also has its other effect to target 2 cards. One you control, one your opponent's controls. And banish both. Which is also extremely good. And you also now have Orcust Symbol Skeleton Grave. Which can revive Dingirsu by banishing itself. And then its effect on summon will allow you to either attach one of your guys, and it can protect guys from destruction by battle or card effect by detaching a material from itself. So if you're worried about destruction, you can attach Symbol Skeleton back. And now ASP can't be destroyed by battle, neither can Ding or card effect. Or you can instead, what typically happens is send a card your opponent controls to the grave, which is very powerful. One of the best forms of removal. And then after that, you also still have your, where is it? Orcust Nightmare. So you can banish him to send World Legacy World 1 to the grave. And most of the time, people, because SP Little Knight only has 1600 attack, people aren't really scared of it. So they will just let you, so they'll typically attack into it with a monster with lower attack. So sometimes giving it that 800 boost is very powerful. And not only that, that allows you to have follow-up for the following turn. So now you have 2600 monster, which is very strong. SP Little Knight, which also, if your opponent has activated an effect, and you're playing against an opponent that isn't playing like purely dark monsters, you can just use SP to like permanently banish a monster, because SP reads that you special summon both of those monsters back at the end phase. But because you have locked yourselves into darks, you can't summon their monster back. So say you banish your SP and the light monster they control, they can't summon their monster back, so it's permanently banished, but your SP does come back. So that is the basics of the one card Orcust combo. It doesn't really change with Gearsu. All that happens is you have a spare body, so if your Heartpour gets ashed whenever you try to summon, that's fine, because you can just already have the extra body for IP to link into. But there is one more combo, and that is a 2-card combo that I'm going to show. So this combo consists of any Bystial plus Gears. It's technically a 2.5 card combo because you need any Bystial plus a discard. So that said, Dominus Impulse. So any Bystial plus a discard, actually, yeah. So, any Bystial plus a discard plus your Gearsu, the Orcust Machknight. So, to begin, you will... That's those guys. To begin, you will start by normal summoning Gearsu, the Orcust Machknight. His effect on summon will allow you to send Orcust Harpour to the grave. You can then use his other effect to give yourself a token and your opponent a token. That might look bad, but it's actually really good because your opponent having a token means that they can't use trap cards such as Infinite Impermanence, hand traps such as Infinite Impermanence, which is really nice. Because it means he has to be stopped or else you just end up getting way too much advantage. So next, you'll activate your Harpour to special summon the Orcust Nightmare. And then you'll use your Orcust Nightmare plus your Gearsu to link off into Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. So now from this, you can activate Orcust Nightmare, targeting whatever monster you want, to send World Legacy World Wand to the grave, activate the World Wand, special summon back the Nightmare, Galatea effect, shuffle back the World Wand to set the Babel, activate Babel, which just allows your guys to have their effects become quick effects. Then you want to use Galatea, specifically move her from the extra monster zone because you can only summon link monsters to this zone. So while you can summon any other monsters to these other 5 zones, so you want the Gearsu down here. And then activate his effect to attach the harp. And then next, you can link off Ding Gearsu plus harp. Sorry. It's actually better if you use the token plus the Ding Gearsu to make the IP Masquerena. The reason it's better to use the token is because say your Bystial gets stopped now, that's okay because you still have an effect monster specifically on field to make SP and you have all your stuff anyway in grave, so you're fine. It's basically just the 1 card combo. Then you'll go your Bystial Magnamut effect, targeting. Typically, I like to target either the Gearsu or the Galatea. I like targeting the Gearsu just because it's an extra machine to shuffle back into the deck. Activate Mag effect, it doesn't really matter. It's whatever Bystial you have. So a Lubellion will search you a Bystial, Magnamut is a Bystial, just any Bystial will allow you then to go link to into. Now this one is a bit odd. It's Beat Cop from the Underworld. She has to either go here or here from the link arrows. And you only go into her because she is a fiend and is generic because she just needs 2 monsters. So then you can use Beacop plus IP to then make a Bayaku the Lightless Shadow. And now you have a few things you can do. You can pass your turn here, or you can activate a Bayaku's effect if you have 2 discards on your hand. But only if you're comfortable with discarding 2 cards. So here I activate a Bayaku, discard Dominus Impulse. So, sorry, first you have to discard, and then you choose either to destroy a card on field, which is okay, but the better effect is to revive either a light or dark in your graveyard. So now you want to bring back the IP Masquerena. And in end phase, the Abayaku will special summon herself. So now you have an extra boss monster on your field, including your 1-card combo stuff. So it's very, very nice. And if you had Magnamut or Lebellion, you might also have Branded Regained or a Bystial in hand. It just depends. But because this combo is so flexible, you can kind of just make it your own most of the time. And just do whatever you feel will be best in the matchup you're going in. So, as always, thanks for watching. And hopefully... And I don't believe I will be doing a locals update this Friday because of locals not being on. However, I will still post a video, hopefully. So, goodbye. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.